Hey guys, in this video, we are going to be pulling vacant leads with Propstream. Hey guys, in this video, we are going to be pulling vacant leads with Propstream. And Propstream is one of my favorite tools when it comes to real estate investing. It's one of my favorite tools for multiple reasons. One, they have an app. So when you're on the fly, you can use this service to pull property comps and pull data and pull information on the leads, right? On the actual properties that you may be driving to, right? To view, or when you're on the phone, right? They have this app. The app is so incredibly helpful. I also love Propstream because it's one of the best places online to pull motivated seller leads. And you can pull up to 10,000 leads a month. That's all included in your membership. So click the link below this video and you can take advantage of a 7-day free trial that Propstream offers. Propstream is, again, it's one of my favorite places to run comps, pull property data, and more importantly, find and pull motivated seller leads. So in this video, we are going to be pulling a list of vacant properties from Propstream. Let's jump on in. All right, so when you log into Propstream, it's gonna look like this. It's going to narrow in and zoom in basically on where you're at, where you're logging in. Now, I'm an investor here in St. Louis, Missouri. So St. Louis is really, where it's gonna focus in on. At the bottom, you can actually toggle between satellite view and map view. But for the purposes of this video here, I am gonna just keep it on the map view. Now, you can search by county, city, zip codes, or even APN numbers or specific property addresses as well. So many different ways. But for sake of simplicity and speed in this video, we're just going to be pulling some vacant leads out of my market. So whatever market you live in and whatever leads you want to pull, use your market. You can search by the city or the county as well. So St. Louis would be something that I would type on my end, and then I can click that once it populates. And then it's basically going to show me here at the top the total number of properties in the St. Louis area, right? So there's almost 400,000 properties in the St. Louis area. For sake of this video, I actually want to use the draw on the map tool, which is this little button right here. And this little button is super helpful because what I can do is I can say, okay, I want to pull all of the properties in the Chesterfield, and I can even go down to the Ellisville, and let's say I could go basically inside 141, and basically I can pull all the properties within this area on the map, right? Awesome. Basically, I just drew on the map with the little draw tool, and it's showing me over here on the top that there is about 40,000 properties in this area right here in the St. Louis market. It's the West County area, as you can see, that I was able to draw right here in Propstream. Now, you can't do this on the mobile app. You have to use a web browser to do this part of it. But the mobile app, again, as I had mentioned, is so incredibly helpful. It's so incredibly helpful when you are on the fly and you are wanting to run comps, maybe even in front of a seller, and you want to run comps, you want to see information on the property, see if there's any liens. One of my favorite tools is actually pulling what they owe. And it's basically an estimate of what their mortgage is. So what are the amounts or the costs that are going to have to be paid at closing. Another way to look at it is what is the least that I can get a seller to take, right? I'm not going to make an offer that's going to be way over what they owe if I don't have to. All right, next what I want to do is I want to click on the filter area. And you see it's very, very basic. You can actually expand these things. And there's a couple things that I'm going to filter out every single time that I use Propstream to pull lists of motivated sellers, okay? So what am I going to, first I want to, this video here, I want to make sure that my occupancy status is selected to vacant. Now you can see there's only 318 properties over here in the vacant, but that's okay. I'm not searching an entire county. I'm not searching an entire city. I'm just searching a little tiny piece of my area, right? This is like the West County, Chesterfield, and Ellisville area on the map. You can see if you zoom in or zoom out, you can actually see the different streets, the different highways, the different areas within the city. But again, for the most part, this is going to be Clarkson Valley, Chesterfield area, little Winchester. But again, you can draw on the map in any area that you want. Right now, when I go up here to my filter, again, this is vacants, so you can always select your owner occupied status as yes, no, or any, and you can select your occupancy as occupied, vacant, or any. I want vacant leads today, so I'm going to select the vacants. So, again, select the ones that you want on your end. Now, you can also select these quick lists. And these quick lists are very, very, very helpful, especially if you are doing, areas where the you may have a large area, right? You can just simplify it and go quick, so on and so forth. But there are a couple things that I like to filter out on my end whenever I am doing my list. So I like to, set my property classifications as residential. I'm looking for houses that I can rehab, houses that I can add to my rental portfolio. I'm looking for houses that I can buy to wholesale as well. So that's why I like these residential properties. From there, I can select single family, multi 2 to 4, and maybe even multi 5. In this video, let's just stick to the single families and the multi 2 to 4. Next, I want to put my, whenever you scroll off the screen, it's going to go away. That's okay. Next, I want to take my building size, my square foot, and I usually put a minimum at 750. And the reason is it's going to rule out all the one bedrooms. It's going to rule out all the shacks. I don't want to be dealing with those little crappy properties. I want to stick to the properties that are going to be at least 750 square foot. Next, I'm going to go to my MLS status, and I want to put the on market status as no. I do not want to be marketing to properties that are listed on the MLS. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want anything to do with those properties. So I am going to put the on market status as no. I don't want properties that are listed. And then last, what I'm typically going to do is I'm going to go down here to my valuation and equity, and I'm going to turn my estimated equity percentage. So it's this one here, right? And I want to put that to a minimum of 30%. Now you'll notice right here in the middle, you're going to have like a legend, right? And this is going to basically show you what your search criteria is. Because if you have all these things shrinked up and you want to see what you're doing, you can see over here. So again, this video, we're just pulling vacants and we're using Propstream, right? So my occupancy status is set to vacant. I want to look for residential only properties. I want singles and small multis of 2 to 4s. I want my building size to be 750 square foot or more. Again, that just eliminates a lot of these small shacks and one bedrooms, and just typically it gets rid of the really bad houses, right? On market, I want to always 100% of the time put that to no. And then last but not least, I don't want to be marketing to property owners that don't have at least 30% equity in a home. Reason being is I like to typically pay 70 cents on the dollar or less, right? As an investor, I do not pay retail, and you shouldn't be paying retail either. Good investors make their money when they buy. We get paid when we sell, but we make our money when we buy, guys. So you definitely want to put that equity percentage to 30% as well. Now, if you wanted to add more characteristics in here in terms of ownership, maybe years of ownership or mortgage or anything else, you have all these different tools over here on the left. But I love Propstream because they keep it simple, and that's really the name of the game. Don't overthink this, right? So from here, I'm going to close this. And you can see, again, I'll zoom out just a little bit, but this is kind of the, West County area. And again, we're pulling vacants on this video today. That's the point of this video. Now, over here on the right side, you can see I have 168 properties. And again, they're going to meet this criteria that I just selected. You witnessed it. So incredibly simple. Now, in order to pull these properties out of Propstream, I'm going to click all. So unique properties, there's 168. I'm going to click all. Next, I'm going to go and I'm going to add to list. Whenever I pull properties, I always create new lists. Reason being is because I don't do my skip tracing in Propstream, although they do allow for that. And I don't send mail out of Propstream. And again, they do allow for that. But I typically use Propstream for running my comps and finding data on properties. and then I pull my list and I export those lists out. From there, I do all my skip tracing over in Batch Leads. Batch Leads has better skip tracing in my opinion, but on top of that, they don't charge you to skip trace a lead that you already own. Why on earth would you ever want to skip trace a lead that you've already paid to skip trace? That's just throwing money into a fireplace. No, nobody wants to do that. Don't do that. So Batch Leads has the ability to not pay for those leads. It's called match savings, and they don't charge you. So I highly recommend that you look into Batch Leads. And in fact, there'll be a link below this video for you to get a 7-day free trial on both Propstream and on Batch Leads. And you can pull leads from Batch Leads as well. And I pull leads from both places. But today I'm using Propstream and I'm pulling my vacants. So I'm going to select here to create a new list. And this list is going to be called Vacants in Chesterfield and Baldwin. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this list just like that. All right. And that is how you can go and pull vacant properties from Propstream. You can either search by county, you can search by city, you can search by zip code, you can even search a property address, or even click on an address like this to see all kinds of data on this property in terms of property details. You can find MLS details. There's an amazing comping tool over here, an amazing comping tool. And you can search public record comps. You can search MLS comps. You can search both, right? There's lots of different things you can do in here. You can also see tax information. And this is just a random property that I clicked on. You can find linked properties. So does this owner owe any other properties? What do they owe on these properties? You know, what's the mortgage and transaction history? All of this information is easily findable here in Propstream. And not only that, but you can use the mobile app to locate this data as well. I absolutely love the mobile app. All right, so now that I've used the search area to locate, and I've drawn on the map, and I've located the vacants that are minimum of 30% equity and off market. I do not want to deal with properties that are on market, and I don't want to deal with agents, right? They're just going to get in the way, and they're going to convince the seller that the property is worth more than I'm willing to pay. I like to pay 70 cents on the dollar at most for my properties, at most. Okay, so this is going to be the best way to go about doing it. Now, in order to export this list, again, I don't typically use the skip tracing or any of the mail campaigns over in Propstream. We typically just use it, again, for running comps and pulling lists. But you can do whatever you like, of course. I like to take this information over to Batch Leads for skip tracing, and then I have my team skip trace them. On top of that, we're going to also import these into Batch Dialer, where I am going to have my team cold call them. And we may even send them some direct mail. And we have a couple different places that we like to do that as well. So in order to export this list, guys, we're going to head over to the My Properties tab. From here, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you can see I've been using this for quite some time. I got all kinds of lists in here, and I'm actually going to select the vacants from Chesterfield and Baldwin, and there's 168 properties in here. From there, I'm going to select all, and you can see right here in the middle, it's going to show you how many is selected, and then I'm going to click the export button. And what this is going to do is it's going to drop all of these properties into an XLS file. That's an Excel file, right? And that right there puts that into my browser. I'll drag that down to my desktop. Just like that, I was able to log into Propstream, and we're at about 13, maybe 14 minutes in this video here. So in less than 15 minutes, I can go in, I can draw on the map or search by city, search by county. I can find those properties. I can then filter those properties and get rid of the ones that I don't want, right? Ones that have less than 30% equity, or ones that are on the market, or maybe the ones that are small in square footage. I don't want those properties. I'm going to filter them out. I'm going to save those properties to a new list, and this is all going to be done in the search area, right, which is going to be found right here, right? Next, I'm going to go to the properties area. I'm going to find that list that I labeled, and then I'm going to export that list. And that's it. That's how you find properties with Propstream. I would highly recommend you use Propstream, not only because you can run comps, but you can also pull lists. In fact, with the standard membership, the Propstream membership, you can pull 10,000 leads a month with Propstream. right? And then from there, you can export those leads and go do whatever you want with those leads. So guys, thanks for watching. There's a link below this video where you can click the link and actually go get a 7-day free trial of Propstream so you can try this out for yourself. Get on over there, click that link, take the free trial, and get yourself vacant leads just like I did in this video. Vacant leads are typically the bread and butter for real estate investors, guys. So again, I highly encourage you to check it out, take advantage of that free trial, pull some vacant leads, and then start marketing to those vacant leads. Thanks for watching. Until next time, signing off.